Welcome back. All right, so we saw a couple of series tonight that it feels like there was a shift. And we'll start with this one because it just feels like this series has definitely shifted. And while this series is even, it feels like there might be some trouble. We'll see how things go for the Jets in Denver on Friday. So they have an extra day off before the next game. And it's a late start in Denver, too. Part of the reason I'm not a huge fan of this schedule is because I watch like the teams that aren't in the Eastern or Western time zones really kind of get hosed on start times. Anyways, it was Georgiev versus Hellebuck, and Coach Bednar can kind of say, you know what, see, that's why I went with Georgiev. He's fine, and Georgiev played well tonight. So early press by the Jets, the Avs press at 2.5 minutes are kept to the outside, and then at 3:15, Gustafsson buries a loose puck from the side of the net. Dillon and Pionk with the assists. It's 1-0 Jets early on. It's like, hey, maybe they're going to do this. Avs press for response. The shots though are 3-1 Winnipeg at 4.5 minutes. Monahan has a tip shot that's held. The Jets have a 3-on-2 that's broken up. The Avs press at 7 minutes. Nichushkin can't bury a rebound. The fans call one. The referee doesn't. Then there's a goalie interference penalty by Kivi Ranta not long after, so the Jets do get a power play. There's an early clear. The Jets cycle. Monahan has a shot that's held. Morrissey then had a shot that was held as well. Toffoli has a net feed that's blocked. It's cleared. The Avs kill that power play off. The Winnipeg Jets were not able to tally anything on their power play tonight. Scheifele then has a tip shot that's held. Jets go back to the power play. There's an early clear. The Jets cycle. Velarde can't bury one in close. Puck's cleared. And then we get 33 seconds of 4-on-4 before the Avs go to the power play. Scheifele to Morrissey near miss. The Avs rush. Lehkonen has a chance that's held. There's some pushing. Nichushkin's denied. The puck's cleared out. Makar has a shot that's saved. The rebound's held. Everything gets killed off there. Manson has a shot that's held as the Avs press. The Avs press again with 2 minutes left. Morrissey has a rush chance that's held. I thought the Jets were very fortunate that this game was 1-0 in their favor after the first because, man, that second half of that period, once the Avs got their game going, they were so dangerous. And so, yeah, I thought, okay, Winnipeg didn't get away with one. That's the wrong way of putting it, but it felt like, they got to get their game back in the second period. So there's a good early back and forth in the second. Manson has a screenshot that's held, and then on a face-off win, Miles Wood goes 5-hole to tie the game. Colton with the assist at 1:59, and then the Avs press for the lead. Ehlers has a rush chance that's held. The Avs press at 3.5 minutes. Then there's an ozone penalty by Kyle Connor, and it's a 4-minute Avs power play. So it's another game with a 4-minute power play tonight. Early clear, the Avs cycle. It's cleared out again. Rantanen has a shot that's blocked and cleared. Sandberg is dinged on a shot block. And then there's another clear. The first 2 minutes were killed at that point. Rantanen can't bury one in close. It's cleared again. Power play's killed off. Jets then rush, and at 8:37, via a 2-on-1 rush, Scheifele buries one on a cross-ice pass. Velarde and Connor with the assists. Winnipeg has their lead back at 2-1. So even though the Avs are playing really well, the Jets have the lead where it counts on the scoreboard. And then the question is, hey, how many more can they get on Georgiev? Well, don't spoil it for them. Don't spoil it by looking at the score. Anyways, the Jets look for another. The shots are 6 apiece, 9 minutes into the period. Toffoli has a shot that's caught and held. Appleton had a sharp angle shot. That was saved. Kivi Ranta's denied. The rebound gets blocked. The Avs press with 7 minutes left. There was a post for Connor on a rush, and the rebound's cleared. And then at 14:16, Lehkonen tips in a point shot by Makar. Taves with the other assist. So suddenly we're in a tie game. The Avs press with 4 minutes left. McKinnon has a shot that's held. And then Hellebuck on a turnover, he ends up down. And as soon as I saw him just kind of down and splayed out in front of his net, it's like, oh, this isn't going to go well. And sure enough, it doesn't. Parisi scores from Cogliano at 17-19. So some keystone cops by the Jets in their own zone. And suddenly they're down 3-2. We then get 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Josh Manson was the one that went into the box for the Colorado Avalanche. So during a 4-on-4 where it was pretty evenly played, Manson gets a breakaway out of the box. And Velarde was at fault for that. His teammates were kind of trying to yell out to him. And so Manson gets the goal on the breakaway from McKinnon and Lehkonen with 1953. So with 7 seconds left in the period, that makes it 4-2. And that was where, and I was watching this with my wife where she said, well, that's basically it. And yeah, so we go to the third period with the Jets down 4-2, and the Avs really settle into their game at this point. So there's an early press by the Jets. Scheifele has a shot that's held. There's more pressure by them at 2.5 minutes, but they're kept to the outside. The Avs aren't giving him anything at the net. So the shots are only 2-1 for the Jets at 4.5 minutes, which is remarkable considering how much zone time they had. And then I guess Nashville watched what they were doing and went, hey, we can try that. So Middlestad with a near miss on a turnover. The Jets press at 6 minutes. They're kept to the outside. The Avs rush. They set up a press. And they play some keep away. And then Devon Taves ends up hitting a post. So really strong play there by the Avs. Then we get a post for McKinnon right after that. So 2 posts. The Jets then rush. DeMello has a shot that's blocked as the Jets press. Walker was shaken up on a hit by Nemesnikov. We see some pushing, and we end up with 2 minutes of 4-on-4 as a result of that. Walker would exit. I think that was the concussion spotter that pulled Sean Walker out, so we'll see what his status is for the next game. Jets press. Again, they're kept to the outside, though. So they're getting a lot of zone time. They're not getting a lot of shots, and when they get them, they're not necessarily fantastic chances. I'm going to try really hard not to repeat this when I talk about the other game that I have yet to review. But it feels very, very similar. So then there's a kick save on a Nichushkin rush chance. The Avs press with 8.5 minutes left. With 7:35 left, the Jets get a power play. They cycle. There's a near miss for Velarde. More cycling. The Avs block. They clear. They clear it again. And they cleared it another time. So they kill that off. And the Avs are just not giving them anything to the net. They're letting them get the zone time. They're letting them get shots from a distance. There is nothing in close. And those rebounds are getting cleared or they're getting smothered by Georgiev. Much better game by the Avs. Not even close. Ehlers is denied. Ehlers is denied after the power play comes to an end. Georgiev, honestly, much better game for him. Dylan fires one high. Things are pushy on the next hold by Georgiev because the Jets are frustrated with this, right? The Avs are sitting back, but they're blocking. So the Avs are not playing a lot of forward pressure kind of game, but they're blocking. There's a press by the Avs with 3 minutes left. The goalie pull happens with 2 minutes left. There's an icing by the Avs with 1:35 left. The Jets call a timeout. And then Nichushkin, who earned an empty net goal, he gets it at 19:03. And so that makes the score 5-2. This series is headed for Denver, tied at 1. Winnipeg needs to flip the script in the next game, or Colorado could really be building towards getting out of the first round and moving on to the second, where they're probably going to play the Vegas Golden Knights because the hockey gods really don't like me this year. So the final score in this one's 5-2. As I said, the series is tied at 1. The shots in this one, 15-12 Colorado in the first, 14-10 Colorado in the second, 8-3 Jets in the third. Final shots 32-30 for the Avs. Power plays, both teams go 0 for 3. Hits 44-43 for Colorado. I did think Colorado was the better team tonight, though. So Georgiev makes 28 saves on 30 shots. Hellebuck, 27 saves on 31 shots. He did not save one more goal than the other guy tonight. He has to be better in the next game, or again, Colorado's going to be in danger of putting the Winnipeg Jets out. Because again, Game 3 is huge. Whoever wins Game 3, I think will probably end up winning the series. But we'll find out in a couple of days. Like I said, the next game's on Friday. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.